little hard, but
Okay.
I guess practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to record this for you
Or
so that we
maybe my
can?
settings too. 'Cause,
Yeah, let's go over 'em. But do you want me to
uh,
record for you so that we can so that you can like have this saved?
uh, if you think that's better, then
I don't know, like I don't have to, but I can if you want. It's up to you.
I, I
Sorry, your mic cut out.
don't mind.
Your
Well, I
mic
mean,
cut
I
out.
can always click. Oh,
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, since you can like I can record my voice, right? So that you can hear my voice, and then
yeah.
you can go back and watch it. Do you
Oh,
want me to
okay.
do that, or
Yeah.
do you not want me to do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll do it. All right. So anyway, once again, just first tip, just so you have it, is just be careful with the hand thing, right? So that the hand isn't in the way. Throw it and then get in it so that your hand
Yeah.
animation doesn't get in the way. So next thing is, what was your question? Oh yeah, settings. You want to go over settings?
Yeah. You use controller
Yeah, I'm on
or are you
controller.
on mouse and keyboard?
No, I don't play mouse and keyboard.
Okay, okay.
It's a garbage input. I don't play it. I'm joking. It's not a garbage input.
Alright.
It's
Yeah.
just I'm much better at controller. So anyway, gameplay settings. Do you want to go over gameplay settings?
Sure.
These are my gameplay
Does that
settings
make a
right here.
difference though? The damage feedback?
The damage
You
feedback.
you have it enough, don't you?
Sorry for damage numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, stacking. Yeah, you don't want it on. I mean, both isn't bad, but floating is horrendous. Don't do floating. Both isn't terrible, but stacking is best.
What about the top one?
Interact prompt style. I've got it
The
on
one that
default.
you have enough?
Yeah, the top one. Which one?
The crosshair damage feedback?
Yeah, crosshair damage feedback. Yeah, off. You can have this on X. You can have this on whatever setting you want. It's personal preference, but I really prefer to have it off
Alright.
because then the X
Okay.
doesn't get in the way. So yeah. For me, I prefer to have it off, but certain really good players do like to have it on, like Chaotic Much, for example. He's got his on, and he's very good. So yeah, it's not that important.
Mm-hmm.
Ping opacity faded, obituaries on, mini map rotation on, weapon auto cycle on empty off, auto sprint on, double tap sprint off. If you have any questions on these, just ask. Jetpack control hold,
Alright.
incoming damage feedback 2D. You can do 2D or 3D, but don't do both. Both is really bad. Taking damage closes deathbox menu off. Hop up pop up on. These ones aren't important. Performance display, you can have it on or off. It's up to you. Sometimes I just like to have it off sometimes because it just like it's keeps it like off the screen kind of. Just keeps my screen nice and clear.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it can be nice to just have it off. I really like it. But at the same time, it does provide a lot of value, so I understand why a lot of people have it on. Reticle, customized, and then I do this one right here, this light blue, or like teal. Um, I really like this one right here. So it's like if you just check the right box, the box on the right side, it's the teal one on the right side. Um, so obviously this is a little bit of personal preference, but at the same time, I think that finding a reticle that works for you, a certain color, is extremely beneficial. So the reason I like this is because you can see it well. The reason I like teal is because you can see it really well, but it also doesn't get in the way. So I really, really like it.
Okay.
Next, laser sight. That's 100% personal preference. It doesn't matter at all. You can just do whatever color you want. Um, colorblind mode. I've got it off now. I used to have it on. Got it off now because there's custom reticles. So I really like to have my colorblind mode off. These next 5 settings don't matter. Controller settings, button layout. I play on default. What's your what controller do you play on?
What controller do I play on?
Mm-hmm.
The regular PS5 controller.
Okay. Um. So what's your button layout? Are you happy with it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I just switched out the crouch and the melee. That's about it.
Yeah, cool. So
Cause yeah, I'm more of a Call of Duty player, so I've always used tactical.
yeah, nice. I understand. So that's really nice.
Hmm.
One thing that you can do though is like just as an idea, since we're on auto sprint, you can put anything you want on the left stick. So for example, you could put your interact, pick up, reload on the left stick, just as an example, because you don't actually use the left stick if you're
Okay.
using auto sprint. Or you could put heal, like your heal on, or you could put jump on the left stick. You can put whatever you want on the left stick, and it's up to you.
Hmm.
But it's really just it's up to you. I definitely recommend putting something
All
on the
right.
left stick though, because honestly, it's being wasted right now. So yeah. Any
All
questions on
right.
that?
Nah.
All right, cool. All right, next, stick layout. Oh, so like I play hold to crouch, by the way, but if you play tactical, you're gonna want toggle to crouch. So it's really up to you. But like I'd go toggle to
Hmm.
crouch if you're going tactical. Oh, one other thing, since we're doing customized now, if you put something on your left stick, I would say definitely I'd recommend putting square on your left stick, switching square and left stick. Obviously you're gonna want to switch your crouch and your melee again because you know why. All right, because you play tactical. So yeah. Stick layout default interact reload button tap to use and reload crouch button I play hold but you're gonna want to play toggle. Aim button hold survival slot button on trigger dead zones on none. This is R2 L2 dead zones for you. Make sure it's none. Set to none. Menu cursor speed. You're probably gonna want to do 6 sticks up. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Um, and then do I play on 12 sticks up though because I'm on PC now, so I've got higher frame rates. And
Hmm.
so I play 12 ticks because it's a lot easier for me to react to. So yeah, but I'd recommend like between 6 and 12. Anywhere between 6 and 12 is a really nice balanced cursor speed.
Okay.
Let me do mine again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. That's what I play on. I play on 12. All right, look sensitivity and ADS. So what's your sensitivity on?
Right now, it's both of them are on 5,
Mm-hmm.
but I have the advanced look controls on. I guess it turns it off, don't it?
Okay. What are your ALCs on?
Well, I have the ones that you told me about last time.
Cool. 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 How
Yeah.
how how are those working for you?
I mean, they're all right. I don't really see a difference from the ALC and the regular look sensitivity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So like since I switched to PC, I actually switched back to 4.4 because on PC 4.4 is better. So on
Yeah.
console you can play 4.4 or you can play ALCs, but like ALCs actually kind of suck on PC. They're very good on console in my opinion because you still have zero point 0.6 aim assist on console, and you have lower FPS. So ALCs help you with recoil control. Like my old settings, they were better for recoil control. Um, but my current settings are more consistent close range. So if you want to rock 4.4, that's better for close range. But if you want to rock ALCs, that's better for recoil control. So it's really up to you. Um,
Hmm.
and then one other point is you can control recoil. Like even though ALCs are technically a little bit better for recoil control, um, you can still rock 4.4 and control recoil. Your close range consistency is going to be a lot better. So it's really up to you. But 4.4 is really nice for close range consistency. All right, moving on from that.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just mess around with it. I definitely think that 4.4 is best for consistency though. Um,
Hmm.
per optics, I just rock no per optics. Oh, I'm just gonna quickly show you my updated ALCs. Of course, I switched it over to 125, 125. I used to play 115. I think 115 is probably better, but I started playing 125. And then per optics, these are my new per optics. I'm pretty sure I always had these. I'm sure I showed you those already, but those are all my ALCs.
Hmm.
All right. So anyway, 4.4. That's what I play on now is 4.4 or 4.3. I really like 4.3 as well, but I play 4.4. Um, response curve classic. Look dead zone none. Movement dead zone is on small. Inverted look off. Vibration off. Video settings, field of view, I play 102. Brightness, what's your brightness on?
Mm,
Just click on brightness. Click on it.
it's
Just click on it.
halfway.
Halfway. I definitely recommend turning it
Yeah.
up to about 80%. It's up to you, but when I was on console, I played on 80% brightness. About 80%.
Okay.
I know it doesn't show the numbers, but just guess whatever 80% would be. That's what I played on. But like you don't have
Yeah.
to if you don't want
All
to.
right.
It's up to you, but that's what I played on.
Yeah.
All right, next, yeah, so field of view, 102, but you don't have to play 102. Like 110 is good, 108, 106, 104. I play 102. Um, everyone that I've talked to that used to play 110 and lowered it to like 106, everyone says that that helps close range consistency a lot, is playing on like 106. So I play 102. That's what I've always played on. Moving on, FOV ability scaling, disabled, sprint view, shake minimal. That's it. That's everything that's important for that. Audio settings not too important. Any questions on settings?
The vibration. Why
Yeah,
is it
but
off?
I've got mine off. Yeah. It's up
Oh,
to
it's
you though.
just preference.
Yeah, it's personal
Or
preference. Yeah. I
I
think
thought
that
it made like a difference or something.
I think that most people have their vibration off because it's kind of better. I mean, like it's not going to distract
Yeah.
you that way, but I'm sure that you can have it on if you want. Any more settings
All right.
questions?
No, that was it.
All right, cool. So if you switch to like 4.4 or like any sort of classic settings, you're gonna have to really pull down super hard on that right stick. It's super hard to switch. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to, but I like it. Anyway, um, let's go over Horizon. I'm gonna give you all my Horizon tips. So,
All right.
um, first one is gonna be yeah, just obviously shooting while you go up the queue. It's super important to work on shooting while you go up the queue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I have practiced this a ton. Are you switching sensitivities or are you gonna stick with ALCs?
I have it on 4-4.
Okay, nice. Yeah, 4.4 classic, no
Yeah.
dead zone. It's really nice. But it will be hard for you to get used to. It's gonna take you about 2 days to get used to. So it's up to you if you do it or not. But I really like it. It's really good for consistency purposes. All right, moving on. Let's see. Oh yeah. So can you watch my screen, please?
Yeah.
All right. So watch how I take the Horizon Q. Oh, it's not gonna work because so taking it twice is huge. So shoot a clip, reload or switch weapons, but preferably reload. Get out of it and then get back into it. It's super.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I missed a lot. But it's super because that allows you to take 2 clips from up in the queue. It's a very strong Horizon technique to be able to take it twice. So practice taking it and then getting back in it. Oh, also you have a barrel stabilizer on. Make sure you don't practice with stabilizers ever, please, because barrel stabilizers definitely make things.
Easier.
Yeah. It's best to practice without one.
Okay.
All right. So anyway,
What about? Oh. Okay.
were you able to get back in it? Like here, take mine, and then get in mine right here, and then shoot a clip, and then get back in it. So like leave, and then leave, reload. Yeah, exactly. You got it perfectly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it went away. It wasn't your fault. You did it perfectly. It just went away.
Mm-mm. I'm going. I'm going out too far.
Yeah, so you need to practice that. It's a skill. Like it's super important. Here,
Yeah.
it's super important to practice that. That's like one of the most important things for Horizon. It's very valuable to be able to do that. So, yeah. What were you gonna say? You were gonna ask a question.
Uh. Oh, like what if you're trying to run away or something? Because like I usually use the queue up and I try to jump out the way, but they always get me. Like, what would you do in a situation like you were trying to run away or something?
Um, yeah, you don't really want to use the Q to run. Um, I would use my Q and shoot back while I go up it. So like, let's say we're fighting, Like, so if I want to retreat, I'm gonna while I go up the queue, I'm gonna fry you while I go up it, right? And then I might even take
Okay,
it. I
yeah.
might even take it again and like fry you again. And then I would back up like that. You see? So that way, like if I can crack one of the people's armors that's chasing me and then take it away, then like they're not gonna be as inclined to chase. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, there's no point in taking it and not shooting back because like you might as well just shoot
Okay.
back. But like, try to avoid that situation in the first place. Like
So
I don't really run. I don't really turn my back ever. If I do, I'm definitely not going to use the Q to run usually, unless it's
like
to retreat to a superior position. So like, for example, let's say I want to use my Q to get up to here. So I'm going to use my Q. I'm going to fry you while I go up it. I'm going to fry you while I'm going up it, like that, and then I'm going to get up here. Now I'm in a strong position, right? See, I'm up here. Now I can. Oops, I'm having some coordination issues. Why is this so bumpy? So anyway, I would fry you from right here like this. Now I'm in a better spot. See, so like you can definitely use the Q to retreat to a stronger spot. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Nice, nice. So, yeah. Um, does that answer your question?
Yes. All right.
All right, cool.
Because I'm usually like let's say I'm playing ranked or something, and my teammates die. I'm not gonna win a 1v3. I'll tell you that.
Mhm.
Uh, I usually like tend to run away or something.
Yeah, yeah. I would say that's also potentially an issue with your playstyle. Like if your teammates are dying when you're full health, like you should be first or second one in on Horizon usually. You should be the most aggressive on your team. So if you're solo queuing
Hmm.
and you have garbage teammates, you can't be relying on them to go in first because if your teammates are garbage, you can't rely on them in the first place. So it should be you that's in first. Like
Yeah.
you should be taking
Yeah.
almost more like team responsibility. And if anyone's
Well,
dying first, usually it should be you because you should be the most aggressive player on your team if you're solo queuing.
right now I'm playing silver lobby, so
Yeah,
I usually go in and then retreat, but they end up dying.
yeah. So let me be honest with
Yeah.
you. Like, if you want to make it to, let's say your goal is to make it to plat, or like, so what's the highest rank you've ever made?
I don't play ranked. It's rare when I play ranked.
Okay, okay. So
There's
on,
like
like honestly, let me just. You don't really gain any value from riding in silver. You're not really gaining any value. Definitely don't run ever in silver. I would honestly never ever run because you're not really
yeah,
losing any points. It doesn't really matter. You just queue back
yeah,
up. Uh, I know that's sort of a, I don't know, that's a certain style of answer that might not seem nice, but like, definitely just don't ever run in silver, because you're just not really getting better that way. And
yeah. But
from
I usually follow my teammates because I don't really like to be like the leader or anything. So
mhm.
if they usually like to stay back. They
Yeah,
silver. They don't like going into gunfights.
yeah,
I'm more of an aggressive player. I like going into gunfights, but
mhm.
I'm not gonna go somewhere where I have a disadvantage of obviously running into three people and me being alone.
Yeah, for
So I
sure.
stick to them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, like, once the fight's over, like, you might as well just try to 1v3 and then queue back up
Hmm.
again because you're going to. The thing is in silver you should be getting like plus 200 at least. Usually, like in a win you'll get like plus 200 usually. And so like, taking a couple negative games isn't really a big deal because I promise you you're going to have a big game eventually. So that's like sort of how this rank split is designed, is like big games. Like I've gotten in silver, I've gotten like plus 800 games, like no problem, just because the way you get a plus 800 is just by getting a lot of kills. um and so, yeah. But like, obviously I'm not
Okay.
saying you'll get a plus 800. I'm just saying like, even if you get a
Yeah,
plus
yeah,
200 or a plus 300, it'll make up for all the losses. So don't worry about taking losses, just queue back up because you're going to get a lot better that way, a lot faster. Like, running doesn't really make you better. And
yeah,
yeah, so anyway, we can move on from the running. You can feel free to run if you want. I didn't mean to
yeah,
critique
yeah,
the
yeah.
running too much. But moving on. Uh, what's next? Oh yeah, Horizon tips. Next Horizon tip is going to be, I'm sure. Do you notice spin while you heal? So do you notice spin like while we heal?
Mm, what do you mean?
All right, watch.
Like,
So like while I'm healing, I'm gonna spin like this. You can watch me like on your screen, please. Watch me on your screen. So like as I'm healing like this, see how I'm spinning?
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know to do that?
I did not. So like, you just go side to side or what?
No, spin your left stick. Spin your left stick.
Oh, spin it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so what's the difference by going left and right and spinning?
Watch. Spinning's like really good. See how good that is? Now watch when I go
Yeah.
left and right, you're just not really getting that much value.
Okay.
You get a lot more value out of going spinning. So it's like spin your left stick. Yeah, like that exactly. And then like practice it too so that you can really abuse it. But yeah, that's that. Just spin your left stick.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, always do that when you're healing. All right, next is gonna be can you watch my screen? No, don't watch my screen. Watch like just watch me pretend we're fighting. Stand right where you are, please. So let's say I queue up like this. I'm gonna spin until until I identify where you are. Okay. So I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
spinning. Okay. Until I identify where you are, and then once I identify where you are, I'm gonna let go of my left stick. I'm just gonna let go of my left stick once I identify where you are, so I can fry you. So once I'm shooting, I let go of my left stick. Let me show you why. Try spinning and shooting your gun. Like try to shoot your gun while you spin. You'll see it doesn't work. It just doesn't work very well. Like
Yeah.
try to shoot the dummy maybe. Try to shoot the dummy because
Oh shit, I forgot.
you got aim assist on him. So you see how that just doesn't work. So that's why I say now try doing it. Try strafing left and right and doing it. Just try to strafe left and right and shoot the dummy. So you see how that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't really work for me either. It doesn't really matter. Um,
Yeah.
like how good you get at it. It just still like watch me when I try to do it. It kind of works, but it just honestly doesn't work very well. So now watch when I don't spin, it's gonna be like super, like I'm not really gonna miss. So anyway, the point is let me give you one more. Let me explain this just in a little more detail. So if I'm spinning, I'm not shooting, right? So see, I spin until I identify where you are, and then I shoot.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Why do I spin until I identify where you are? You need to know why. Can you tell me why? Can you like guess why I spin? No? Okay, I'll just tell you. So
Well,
the reason I spin until I identify where you are is because you're obviously gonna see me. So if I'm not spinning, you're gonna one clip me. That's why I spin until I identify where you are. Does that make sense?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you have to be if you don't see anyone, you have to be spinning because you will get one clipped. So you have to be spinning. But once you see someone, you don't have to spin because you can outshoot them. Like you can just count on the fact that you're better than they are, and you can like outshoot them basically. So does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, next horizon tip. Oh yeah, so I obviously showed you healing while you're going straight up it, going out of it, and then going back in it. I think that's pretty much all the horizon tips I have. Oh, you can also block off doorways with the horizon Q. So this is going to be a little bit tough because there is no doorways in here, but I'm going to try my best to show you. So can you come up here, please? All right. Can you just come in here, please? Come in here. You see? See how that doesn't work?
Mm-hmm.
So I can block doors with my Q. Um, like you were still able to make it through though. So okay, if this door wasn't so wide, so if this wasn't such a big door, like there's no small doors here, but you know how there's smaller doors in the actual game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can throw your Q inside of a double door. So let's say this is even a double door. You can throw it like right in the center, and then they can't come through the double door. It's very hard for them to come through. It is possible, but it's going to take them a second to make it through. So you can, you don't want to do that often. Like I do that maybe one in every 10 games when I have to, but you can definitely block doors or hallways, any sort of small passageway you can block with your Q. So just know that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like I
All
said, I
right.
only do that like one in every 10 games because uh, I don't know, it's just very situational. but definitely be ready to do that because it's even better than blocking a door with your alt, because like if I block my door with an alt, they can destroy it instantly. So like let's say I alt a door, it can instantly be destroyed. So like it just doesn't really make sense. So like you
Yeah.
usually blocking doorways, like if you're playing defensively, usually a Q is more effective. So yeah. All right, now let's talk about the alt. Can you come up here, please? All right, so for the Horizon alt, there's a couple things you have to know. So like the first thing is, let's talk about arc stars. So if I throw my alt from like close, like this, okay, watch how long it takes for the alt to activate. Just watch how long it takes to activate. See that? You see how it takes like a second for
Yeah.
it to activate?
Mm-hmm.
So pay attention. We're gonna call that 1 second. I don't really know what the actual number is, but we're gonna call it a 1 second activation time. So now throw your alt, please. Throw your alt at the ground. Okay, perfect. So if you throw your alt and then an arc star, from that range, if you throw an alt and then an arc star, at that range, they can escape the alt before the arc star explodes from that range. You see what I mean? Because it takes the alt
Yeah.
a second, right? And it takes a
Mm-hmm.
second to throw the arc, right? So they can escape it from that range. Whereas if we throw it from this range, if we suck someone in and then we throw an arc, see, as soon as the alt sucks them in, the arc star is going to explode like that. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All
So
right.
so like the range changes the range changes things a lot. Like the range changes the timing. You see how it changes the timing of it,
Yeah.
kind of? Yeah. So just keep that in mind. So when we throw our alts at this range, usually we want to be shooting, right? So let me give you a quick example. Can you stand right here, please? Right here, like this. Perfect. So let's say there's a door in between us, right? So do you know that
Mm.
Horizon Alt tears off doors?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
So if I throw my alt here, it's going to tear off the door. But it doesn't make sense for me to throw an arc star because you can escape the alt before the arc explodes. So what I'm gonna do is, as soon as you get sucked into the alt, I'm just gonna shoot you. I'm just gonna barrel stuff you like that. See, because my bullets are instant, whereas the arc star is not instant. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So from that range, you want to be shooting if you're in an alt. I mean, like unless
Okay.
they're stuck in it really bad. If they're really badly stuck in it, then you can arc. But from that range, you want to be shooting because the arc is usually just not going to go off in time. Next alt placement tip is, can you come right here, please? So you know how there's a lot of small buildings on Kings Canyon?
Yeah.
Yeah. So um, let's let you stand right here, please. So can you stand like right here? Perfect. So let's say we're fighting in a small building. So you're one team, I'm another team. There isn't any buildings here, so like we're gonna pretend that this wall is a building, kind of. So it's like just one side of a building. So if I throw my alt here
Yeah.
like this, watch how it's gonna work. See, it still sucks you against it. See that? So it's
Mm-hmm.
still and it's still
Yeah.
it's hindering your movement significantly. And so um, and you see, so let's imagine this is a small building. Can you place your alt right here, please? Like right where I'm standing, like on the other side though. Yeah, perfect. Like
Oh.
right
All
here,
right.
like this. Or on that side. Doesn't matter what side. Yeah. So let's say this side is a small building. Now come over here, please, and just observe. So let's say this is a small building, right? You see how this would be sucking like half
Yeah.
of the building if we place it on the outside wall?
Mm-hmm.
And the other
Yeah.
thing is they can't destroy it, right? There's a wall there. They can't possibly destroy it. So that's like right
Okay.
now, after the Horizon nerf, that's like sort of the best way to place a Horizon alt usually is on the other side of a building, because it's going to absolutely it's going to hinder the other team so significantly, because I'm sure you understand why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, I mean, honestly, 90% of the games I don't even use her ult. I never find like a time to use it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's definitely situational. It is situational.
Yeah.
You just gotta learn like where to use it. So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's all the alt placement tips I have. We can definitely go over some clips after though if you want. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's all my Horizon tips. You have any more Horizon
All right.
questions?
Not really.
Oh, one more. If you want to come up here, this one's kind of cool. If you want to come up here, please. All right, so just watch
Oh
this.
shoot. Right.
All right, so like if I land on a jagged surface like this and hold crouch like this, see I can go like that. See that? See what I mean?
Yeah. Which
So you land on like so anytime that you're escaping from like a like yeah, exactly, you got it. So you can give that one more try maybe just to make sure that you have it. So you just like sort of like you crouch while you're in the air so that when you land you're crouching and then you slide off of it. So you can use that to create separation. So you were asking me about running on Horizon. So that's a super big tip for running is make sure that you land on jagged surfaces because
oh,
no other character can do that. So now
mm-hmm.
watch my screen please. Like let me show you what it'll look like when you get better at it. So see if you really like land on the jagged part. Oh wow, that was just completely horrendous. But let me just give that one more try. That was just like very unlucky that last one. All right, so if I land here, watch how it shoots me out. Watch my screen, please. You'll see it really shoots me out. Oh my god, I'm getting the most unlucky ones. But I'm sure you get the point. Let me just give it one more try. Are you still here? Oh yeah, you dropped. All right, let me try to get a good one. Ah, pretty trash, honestly. But
It's better with the gravity cannons, right?
yeah, the gravity cannons are insane. Let me show you. So like one more thing is so you were asking me how to escape on her queue. So like let's say we queue up here like this. I'm gonna look for
Yeah.
something jagged to land on. So I'm gonna look for something jagged. Let's see if I can get it this time. I should be able to. Yeah, there we go. I kind of got it. See, so like you see how much momentum I got? I got all the way over to here. So like the point is if someone's chasing you and you can find something jagged to land on, then
Yeah.
you can definitely abuse that. So yeah. Let's see. Let me just see if I just want to try to get one good one. Let's see if I can get a good one. I'm definitely gonna get a good one this time. It's all right. But you get the point. Is that like
Mm-hmm.
if a wraith tried doing that, she would like it just wouldn't work as well. All right. Let's see. That's all my Horizon tips. Any more Horizon questions?
Nah.
All right, cool. We can talk about some more alt placement after. Is there anything else that you want to work on though? Is there like anything else you want to talk about?
Not really.
All right, cool. You have any like weapon questions or anything like or like any movement questions? Anything that we went over last time that you have questions about?
Or mm, do I really need movement right now as a controller player or console player?
It depends. It depends. Like I'd say that the most underrated thing about movement is flow state. Like you definitely don't need movement though. But like entering a flow state, so like moving around in a rhythm is super important so that you can stay awake, right? So that you can stay focused.
Yeah.
Because it will like it'll improve your aim so much, right? Like in my opinion at least. I mean, some players aren't that way. Like some players don't need to move around in rhythm, but for me, I need to have some sort of a rhythm while I move around because this game like obviously you're not fighting the whole time always. And so for me, it's super important for someone like me to be moving around as I run. So like yeah, I definitely like to be able to like wall bounce and that sort of thing. But there's definitely like wall bouncing, for example. Wall bouncing is pretty situational. For me,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't even want to play this game though if I couldn't move. Like if I just ran in a straight line the whole time, honestly, I would not really enjoy playing this game. So It's up to you. You definitely don't need it, but it's definitely up to you. But no, you don't need it. Anyways, to answer your question, definitely don't need it.
Okay.
Like aim is super important. Like being able to aim your gun, very important. And then decision making. So like aim, decision making, and positioning are definitely more important than movement. But like, you know, decision making, like having good movement is going to help you execute on your aim and your decision making way better. Being able to move around with fluidity. So yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Any other questions?
No.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess we can talk about some Horizon tips. Give you a few Horizon tips. Some more Horizon tips. So
That's fine.
I'm just going to go boom like this because I've got some examples of like some Horizon examples. So let me share my screen to you. Just 1 second. I just got to find a Horizon example. All right, so here's one example. I'm going to give you an alt placement tip. Can you see my screen on Discord?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so here's a Horizon example. So here's the deal here in this clip. Right there on the roof. I'm going to turn the volume down a little. All right, so I'm playing with one client here. One of these people is my client, the other one is not. And so we're third partying over here. We're pushing a third party. And I can sense that we're going to get pulled up on from behind, right? And so I don't want to give up this building because if we go here and fight here, then we're going to get shot in our backs. So we got to be careful with that. And so it's fine, but like we just got to be careful. So anyway, so we drop this Pathfinder, like he's like just a solo player. So I can tell that he's like in a pretty rough situation. So I try my best to help him, but at the same time, I know there's going to be a team behind us. So we got to be careful here. So I queue up because there's a team behind us.
Right on.
Now see, so they pad up. There's another team. They're padding up here like this. And so, can you see all this? Yeah, perfect. All right. So anyway, I'm echoing for some reason. Okay, it's fine. So anyway, watch. So they pad up, and so what do? I go back to my queue and I take it again because, like I said, there's so much value in being able to take a queue twice. So watch. So I queue up, and I burnt my queue. Like I don't want to take basic angles.
There is a team.
Because the thing is like if I play this roof and there's still a guy down here, I'm gonna get shot in my back, right? So I don't want to play this angle on the roof. I mean, like I can, but I've got to be careful because I might get shot in the back. So what's superior is taking my queue up for an unpredictable angle. All right, so I take my queue a second time. Okay, go up my queue. Now watch the alt placement. Let me tell you about this alt placement. So I see there's a guy here and a guy here. And so I want to throw an alt here. If anything, even if it doesn't do anything offensively, it's more so defensively to buy time for this Pathfinder to get here because I see it's going to suck two people into it. And so it's just going to buy time because my health is pretty healthy. My teammates' health, like both my teammates are low. So basically my goal here with this alt is to buy time. If my nades hit, they hit, but they are going to hit. Now pay attention to where I place my arcs. So my first arc, I'm going to place it on the alt, right? I'm basically going to place it like right here or on the alt kind of. I actually don't know where I'm going to place it. We'll see. We'll see, but I'm going to assume I'm going to place my first one right around here. And I'm going to place my second one. So I see this guy's in cover. His instant reaction or his reaction, what he's going to do is I know he's going to run back to the cover that he's on. Okay, he's going to run back to the cover. And so I place my other arc star right here so that he's going to run into it. And watch what happens. So I place one arc on the alt. They get sucked into it. Are you moving your phone around or something? Because it's making noise.
No, it says you've been disconnected.
Oh, so you're not watching?
I was, but I guess it just disconnected me. I don't know.
All right, I'll fix it. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
All right. So what part did you get disconnected at?
Were you about to throw the arc star?
Okay, perfect. So
right on us.
I rewound a little, so it's gonna take a second.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So anyway, so yeah, so I throw the alt. So I'm gonna throw one arc on the alt and then one arc here because he's gonna run back to the cover. Right, so he's using that bone as cover. So I'm gonna throw my second arc on the bone. So see, my first arc hits, and then my second arc, like I said, they're gonna run into the second arc, and that's exactly
Mm-hmm.
what they do. See, and then boom, 2-in-1 clip, just instant, right? So smart. That's why arc stars are so good, is because you can place them with so much precision, and so yeah, arc stars are super super nice for the Horizon alt. And then boom, third guy, super easy. For some reason, he was already weak, so yeah. Any questions on that?
No.
All right, cool. Let's go over the next one. I've also got like a ton of Bangalore tips if you end up needing Bangalore tips, but
Mm-hmm.
got some like Bangalore clips because I used to play quite a bit of Bangalore. All right, so for this one, I'm walking up. I'm gonna play super aggressive here because I don't have teammates. So like I said, like I'm only -6 here because I'm plat. This is old plat lobbies, by the way, so it's a little different. This is the old ranked system, but I'm only a
Mm-hmm.
-6. Basically, like I'm playing with a client, so I don't want to mess around here. Like I don't want to rat, so I'm basically going to kill myself on purpose. So I don't care if I die here. That's sort of my mindset, and so I'm just full sending. And so I spray transfer that guy. So notice how I don't kill the first guy. I thought I killed him. Obviously, I should have killed the first guy, but I didn't. I mean, like the second guy right there.
Yeah.
I thought I killed him. That's why I stopped shooting. So I slide down. I try to get the armor swap while I'm sliding. I miss the armor swap, but watch how brain dead I can be here because I'm on Horizon. Watch how brain dead I can be. Super brain dead. See, I don't even have bullets, right? But see, I slide jump on 2 people. And like they're plat players, right? So they're decent. Like they're not terrible. But they still can't kill me, right? I've got no armor. They still can't kill me because I'm on Horizon. So watch. So I can just slide jump in, super brain dead. I shouldn't have re-round. It was a waste of time, but I did anyway. I don't even have bullets, and I don't die here because I can just disappear instantly. So watch. See, I disappear, take a battery instantly. Watch how start. See how fast I start the battery, so that as soon as I queue
Mm-hmm.
up, I'm already taking a bat, and then I'm spinning, right? Spinning so they can't shoot me.
Yeah.
And since I jumped right on them, like there's nothing they can do to kill me because I'm on a Horizon queue. And so yeah, so that just shows you like how brain dead you can be on Horizon because you really like you can just slide jump into people. And so yeah, let's let the clip play out. And then yeah, so basically like I don't know, I did a lot of damage, so I just keep peeking. You'll see I swapped to a wide armor super super quickly too. It's always super valuable to be armor swapping to a wide armor, even if it's only a wide armor. I actually lost the fight in a pub earlier because I was too stubborn and I didn't swap over to a wide armor. So anyway, that's that clip. Any questions on that one?
No.
All right, cool. Next Horizon clip. I just gotta find a Horizon one. Here's another one. So here I get Horizon alted. So this shows you here that Horizon is the best counter for Horizon. Or I mean one of the best counters. I think Wraith is probably even better, but watch. So see, there's like three nades, maybe 4 nades on me. I finish my bat and then I just queue up. Right? See? Queue up. And then watch how quickly I start my medkit. Super valuable here. Instant medkit. Absolutely instant. See, instant medkit to somewhere safe. Now, this is where the confidence to cancel your heals comes in. It's super important to be able to cancel your heals. Okay? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I see so many people not starting a heal. So the reason I started this is because I know I can cancel it if I have to. And that seems kind of like a stupid point. It seems underrated, but it's so valuable because if I get pushed, I'm not afraid to cancel this. So I see so many people, first of all, the first mistake you want to avoid is not healing here, right? Because so many people would just not start this heal, and then you never know if you can get it off or not. Like, why not try? Why not give it a try? And then also the second mistake is not canceling it. So I've still got 5 seconds. Let's say a guy swings around the corner. Obviously, I'm going to cancel it if someone swings on me. Um, but no one swings, right? And so I can easily get it off. Now watch this. So now I I understand here. So I understand we need to regain control of up here. We need to regain control up here because if a team gets above us, we're gonna die, right? So now I need to regain control, and so I climb up. So I like the fact that this teammate's doing damage down here, but he needs to understand that if this team gets above us, which they should be above us by now, since it's a Horizon team, they're just bad because we're in a gold lobby, but they should definitely be above us. And so yeah, I don't understand why there wasn't a guy up here, but there definitely should have been. So anyway, I get up here, super nice angle, fry him. So I call out that he's one shot. He wasn't actually fully one shot, but I called it out anyway. Now I called to my teammate to hold his knockdown shield. So I'm gonna drop down. I'm not sure what type of cover there is down below me, but I do know that he has a knockdown shield, so I'm gonna drop down to him, and I'm gonna use his knockdown as cover. I didn't end up needing to use it as cover because now I can use this guy as cover, kind of, if I have to, because I got the kill. All right, so I climb up. I see the teammate needs help. I climb up, easy clip. So I climb. So notice how quickly I climb up as soon as I see the teammate needs help. The instant I see he needs help, I'm instantly climbing and helping. Now let's talk about this. I get frustrated here because this teammate needs to be making himself useful. He needs to hold his knockdown shield for me. He needs to come to me and hold his knockdown shield for me. It doesn't matter how good this guy is. If this guy's holding his knockdown shield for me, I can get this battery off, the shield battery right here. So I naturally assumed that he would be holding his knockdown for me, but he's a gold player, so he just was completely selfish here. He should be holding his knockdown shield for me, though. Because, like, see, I'm the only one left alive, so him playing his own life is completely pointless. Like, we're not getting any value out of him running away from me, right? He could be helping me win the fight. So anyway, he runs away from me. I get annoyed. Once again, he should be holding his knockdown shield so I can win this fight. He's so stupid, but whatever. I still end up winning it. And then quick armor swap, of course. I do a jump armor swap. It's way better to jump swap because just way better. And then, so watch. So I get him one shot. He also gets me one shot. So I throw my Q here. I throw my Q here for 2 reasons, okay? First reason is because I can take it if he drops. So if he jumps on me, I'm going to take the Q. Second reason is because he's going to look at the Q as soon as I see it. So what's he thinking when I throw it? He's looking at it, right? He's going to look at it, right? That because I'm going to take it. Yeah. And so that allows me to start my battery. Once again, I'm going to start a battery, and I'm not going to be afraid to cancel it. Very important to be able to start them and not be afraid to cancel them. And see, so I reload my gun. I actually went for the reload rather than the battery. And because he bubbled, so like understanding attention is super. So there's 2 things here. There's attention is so valuable to understand. So there's so many things going through my head in this instant right here. Okay, so let me go through all the things that go through my head here. So I throw my Q and reload. Throw my Q, reload. Okay. Now, what he's going to have done by now is he's going to have looked at my Q, realized I didn't take it, and then he's going to peek the corner, right? So then I take it when he's peeking the corner, right? So it's like it's playing mind games, basically. And then the other thing is I see my teammate self-revived. And so if I queue up on this guy with my guns fully reloaded, he's either he's going to kill my teammate and I'm going to kill him, or he's going to kill me and my teammate's going to kill him. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't possibly kill both of us because my teammate's right behind him. So those are all the things that go through my head. That's why I didn't choose to take a shield battery there. That's why I chose to Q on him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. So even though we didn't like, I know. Sorry, you're rustling your phone around. I can hear myself think. But even though I didn't have health, the teammate and I, neither of us had health. But so long as we trust each other there, we can both go in. So that's team play. Like it's that seems so obvious to you maybe watching it here, but like I guarantee you most people in that situation don't make that decision because they don't have the proper priorities when it comes to decision making. It's super important to have the proper priorities when it comes to decision making. Does that all make sense?
Yep.
All right, cool. Are you bored of this?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, cool. Next Horizon clip. So once again, I'm just playing with a client in a silver lobby. And so basically what's going to happen here is we've got a team here and we have to move, right? So let's talk about the decision making here. If we wait this out, this is a Newcastle team and they have cover, right? We only have 1 rock to play. So we have to kill them and we have to go for second place. So we're going to play for second here because we have no cover, right? We're eventually going to end up dying. So we're just going to play for second place. kill them, armor swap, and then hopefully win the game. But we're playing for second. We're playing to get kills here.
Get ready to give me.
And so I say, get ready to Gibby ult. Okay, so we're timing our abilities together. We're going to combo our abilities. He's going to Gibby ult them. And then I'm going to go in.
Give me ult it. Give me ult it.
So I say Gibby ult now. Okay. So he Gibby ults. Perfect Gibby ult. I Horizon ult. So now we have comboed our ults. So not only are they getting sucked by my Horizon ult, they're also going to be getting Gibby ulted. Plus I'm going to nade spam them. Right. So I just nade spam the Horizon ult. And then it's going to be super easy from there. All right. Super, super easy. See? And then all 3 dead, right? Of course, there's the self-res, so that's why they're not fully dead, but you get the idea. So, and then we win the game. We armor swap, win the game because there's only 1 guy left, so it's super easy. Any questions on that one?
No.
All right, cool. Let's see. Next Horizon one. So right here, I've got a team of 2 flying in on me. Okay, so I've got a duo flying in on me. I'm obviously alone. So I've got a Havoc, so the Havoc's perfect because I'm guaranteed to 1-clip him. So I'm going to 1-clip him, and then I'm going to queue up. Okay, so I queue up, and then I ult this guy. Ult him, and then I place an arc inside the ult. Unfortunately, it was a Valkyrie, so he's able to escape my ult very easily. But then I do a little jump into a slide, and then boom, super easy. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Let's see. I've got some ones. All right, right here. Here's one. So I got the quick 1-clip. And then pay attention to how I ult the corner. So see, okay, watch how, there's 2 things to watch here. 2 things. Let me show you what the 2 things are. So I'm gonna queue up to fry them. Okay. So if I ult this corner, they can't possibly peek me. Right? So I'm gonna ult the corner. Right? They could peek me from here. Also notice how I take a battery as I advance. Okay, so I'm gonna ult the corner. Arc their ult, of course. Okay, vert nade too. I'm gonna vert nade, and then I'm gonna take a battery. You see how I advance? You see how I advance without health? I'm advancing and healing at the same time. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So advancing and healing is super, super key. Knowing how to advance and heal, because if I take a battery in this corner right here, under, there's no way. There's no way they can kill me. So anyway, so yeah, I get this super easy crack. Take a battery in the corner. And I'm going to advance up further. So super, super easy, super free. Any questions on that?
No.
All right, cool. Here's our Horizon clip. I don't really know what it is. Oh, it's just a 3rd party, so this one's pretty self-explanatory. I just like, so see, we get a knock there, so I just place my ult. I don't know, there's really nothing to explain there. We move on from that one. Let's see. Next one. Right here. So here I'm playing with clients. This is actually a, I know it says I'm plat, but this is actually a pred lobby. I'm playing with clients in a pred lobby. So this was a pred and diamond lobby though. It was pred and diamond. But anyway, so see how I take my Q twice? You see how much value I get from queuing twice? Just watch how much value I get. So see, I queue up here. Super free angles because I queue, right? My teammates have their attention, so it's super, super free angles. And then I place arc strategically, right? So I place my arc there, so hopefully they can't push. But unfortunately, my teammates died. And then he thirsts for the red swap, but I slide down. So you see, watch how I use, you remember the Horizon passive, how I was showing it to you, how you can slide when you land?
Yeah.
So watch how I use it. So first of all, I know this guy's not going to get any audio on me when I land. He's not going to get any audio at all when I land. And so I land right there, and I land in a slide, right? Since I'm sliding down a hill, I land in a slide, and it's super, super easy. So, yeah. Any questions on that?
No.
Cool. Let's see. I feel like I've got some other pretty valuable Horizon ones. Obviously, I've got like a ton of Horizon ones, so let's see. What is this? Oh, yeah. So right here, just watch how I play the queue. Right, so I'm sliding up. There's a team ratting up on the hill. And so I get fried. I didn't see him, I don't think. I don't think I saw him. And so I'm going to take an instant bat, right? Obviously, I take an instant bat. My teammate ults. That kid queues behind me. I'm going to queue up because I don't know where they are. And then, obviously, it's just a super easy 1-clip because, you know why, right? Because I'm, like, on a queue, so it's super free. So anyway, like always be looking to use that Q to take your 1v1s. If you can queue up and take a 1v1, it's really just a whole nother level of effectiveness. Super effective. Oh yeah, we lost this fight. I just clipped it because this was a really good team and I made a nice flick. But yeah, we lost this. There's really nothing to learn there. I don't know. I've got a ton of other Horizon clips. I don't really know. I don't really know if there's anything else that you're like looking to learn really. Do you want to go over like Bangalore tips now?
Yeah, we could do Bangalore.
All right, let me give you. So watch this clip. So let me give you context here because I didn't actually record the full thing. So basically, I killed one guy on this team. Okay, so I killed a guy right here. Okay, so there's a team. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
So there's a team here. Okay, and there's a team here. We would ideally like to kill one of these teams. So killing one of these teams is the winning play. Okay, the reason it's a winning play is because okay, look at the zone. It's super small. There isn't really enough space for 3 teams in this zone, in this next zone. You see what I mean? Because it's super small, right? So ideally, we want to be able to kill one of these teams within 38 seconds if we can kill them without dying. Okay, and so we're going to kill them. So I got a knock, okay? What I do is I Bangalore alt the left team. I don't Bangalore alt the team that we're pushing because first of all, there's a roof right here, so the Bangalore alt's going to be useless if I throw it here. And also because the Bangalore alt's only going to slow us down. I throw the Bangalore alt at the third party so they can't third party as fast. Okay, so we have an extra second. Okay, so I kill this guy, throw my alt left at the team left. Okay, then we're going to ape this 3-on-2. I'm going to go through. I'm going to talk a lot about my thought process here. Okay, so I'm going to challenge this guy because I see you guys here. As soon as I recognize that he's behind a purple knockdown shield, I see there's no point in challenging him anymore because he has cover and I don't. Okay, he has a head glitch and I don't have a head glitch. So there's no point in challenging that. There's absolutely no point. And so what I do is I identify where the other guy is because my pace needs to be high here. I need to be playing at a super high pace because you know why. I need to be playing at a super high pace here. So I go kill this guy. Super easy. Or, I mean, like, I didn't kill him alone, but obviously I killed him with my teammates. So now, so let's talk about positioning here. You see how I position myself back here so the third party can't affect me as much?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not going to shoot me in the back while I'm shooting this guy. So my teammate's mistake was focusing this guy behind the knockdown shield too much, right? He spent too much time focusing the guy that was behind the knockdown shield. That's why I didn't want to waste too much time. I wanted to kill that other guy before the third party got here. And so now the third party's here. Unfortunately, my teammate died because he overexposed himself to the third party, right? So we want to stay on this side of the wall so that we don't get overexposed to the third party. And so now we're getting thirded. So I need to try to get a knock. I need to do anything I can to get a knock because we're currently 2-on-3. And so yeah, so I get a knock super easily, obviously, because that guy just peeked way too wide. And so yeah, super free knock. Okay, now I'm calming to my teammate that we're 2-on-2, right? So I need to make it very clear that we're 2-on-2 right now. And so I always smoke before you armor swap, always, no matter what, smoke before you armor swap. Also take note of where armors are. As you're fighting in a certain place, take note of where the armor swaps are. Okay, so I smoke, armor swap. Boom, super easy. Now I've got an armor. Okay, so I said we're 2v2 and I got a swap. Okay, so we're going to full send this because we're 2v2 and I got a swap. Okay, so we full send. Now, okay, look at this. So I'm reloading. I don't have smoke. I do not have smoke, so I can't smoke this box. I'm reloading both my guns. So I can't do anything here, okay? Since I can't do anything, I'm going to armor swap, right? Because why not? I can't shoot my gun. I can't smoke. Can't do anything. I'm reloading. Got to armor swap. See? So, like, just priorities, right? And taking note of where the armors are. And then that guy burnt all his bullets on me because I had so much health because I just kept armor swapping. And so he was out of bullets and then just super easy win. So that's Bangalore. Any questions on that one?
No.
Cool. I I just want to show you this one. This one's related to the car. So let me show you my car aim here. So I'm third partying, so it's super free. Okay, so see how I use my left stick to control my recoil. Pay attention how I use the straight to control the recoil.
Killed one. Oh my god.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So with the car, you want to make sure that you're using your... Because I know last time I coached you, I don't think the car even existed last time. So you want to... Can you, like, fix your phone? Because I'm hearing myself twice. There we go. Oh! Yeah, I don't know if you moved it, but I'm hearing myself twice, so I can't really talk
Oh,
effectively.
okay.
Alright, should be better now. So anyway, pay attention to how I use my left stick to control the recoil rather than my right stick. So I'm using my left stick. The car has so much horizontal recoil that you need to use the left stick to control the recoil, not the right stick. So it's something super, super, super basic, but very, very important to understand. Next Bangalore clip is going to be this one right here.
I knocked one in there, knocked one in there.
So watch how I smoke here before I enter so that my back is smoked, right? So I pop a smoke there so that I don't get shot in my back. And it's just super, super free. And now I've got a digi threat, right? So I always smoke forward and I've got a digi threat to abuse. And so it's going to be super free because I can see them and they can't see me, right? And so basically that guy swings on me like way too hard. Super easy sentinel. And then I'm just going to keep abusing this digi threat because I can see them and they can't see me, right? So it's super, super strong. And so, yeah, super free.
Shoot him for me, shoot him for me.
Alright. Next Bangalore clip right here. This is kind of a cool one. I don't know if it's Bangalore related, but I'll... Yeah, so see how I smoke? See, I'm smoking everything because I've got a Pathfinder up here. And so I just smoke down so that I can use the smoke to my advantage. See, I've got a digi threat and I'm playing with 2 mouse and keyboard players. So it's going to be super beneficial if I just smoke down. So smoke down so that I don't get shot on my side or my back. See, quick smoke. Now I can abuse the smoke. I can use it as cover. And so here, this just shows you like why you want to be practicing your spray transfers. Because see, spray that guy, transfer that guy, super, super easy. I can show you, if you have any questions on how to practice that, I can definitely show you how to practice that because it's super valuable. Here's another spray transfer actually. This one's super valuable too. So see, I'm spraying that guy and then I just transfer that guy. So it's super cool. Let's watch it one more time. So I'll show you, we can hop in the range and I'll show you how to do that too. After we watch, if I've got any more Bangalore clips. Let's see. Here's another spray transfer too. So see, I'm shooting this guy, transfer over to that guy. So, the transfers are super, super valuable. So anyway, I don't know, I got a ton more clips, but I think you pretty much get the point.
Yeah.
Here's one last one. I'll show you this technique too, and then we'll hop in the range. So that technique, that's called a Hipfire Transfer, and I'm gonna explain how to use that. So see, like right here, I've got a white armor, and he's got the jump on me. He should never lose that. Basically, I abused a certain technique called a Hipfire Transfer right there, and it's super, super strong. So we can hop in the range, and then I'll explain how to abuse all those techniques that I just showed you. I know I taught you the Hipfire Transfer last session, but I want to teach you again because it's valuable. Can you invite me, please?
It's not showing that you're on. Oof.
If it still doesn't show, that's okay.
Oh, I got it.
Nice. All right, so first one. So for snapping onto targets, like I showed you in that one clip, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So we're gonna grab 2 volts like this, 2 volts, and then we're gonna get a gold mag and one of these for this drill. Just one of those sights right there on both your guns. So a gold mag and one of those. So you can grab those really quickly if you want. And a laser sight. You can get every volt attachment except for the stock. We're gonna practice with no stock. But you can definitely practice with a stock too if you want. It doesn't matter too much. But I like to practice without a stock. Alright. So yeah,
Alright.
laser sight, a 1x like that, and a gold mag. Alright, so I've got 2 drills to show you. Can you just watch my screen, please?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Alright, so first one's going to be just hipfire. That's why we have the laser sight. It's just so we can practice our hipfire accuracy. I've only ever practiced this one time, but so far I can tell it's really paying off. Oh, I didn't get a laser sight on my other gun. It's fine though. So anyway, yeah, just flicking from target to target. Just shooting one time, flicking target to target like this while we hipfire. Just to work on that hipfire coordination. Super, super nice. So this is a Verhulst drill. I got this drill from Verhulst. I saw him doing it. And so he's doing it super well. And so I decided that I want to start practicing this because I think it's super valuable because Verhulst was using it.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So, how long should you spend in the firing range?
Like 1,000 hours.
Ooh.
No, you don't have to though. But that's how much I spent. Yeah, I don't know. Like it depends on like how good you want to be. If you want to be as good as me, spend 1,000 hours. If you want to be better than you are, spend 10 hours. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Depends on how good you want to be. If you want to be a little bit better than you are right now, spend 1 hour and you'll be a little bit better. But if you want to be as good as me, you're gonna have to spend 1,000 hours in the range. So yeah. All right. Anyway, so yeah, this just flicking hip fires. Next is gonna be can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Next is gonna be the same with ADS. Okay. So there's something that sort of sets me apart when it comes to this drill. There's just like one small thing. Can you just keep watching my screen, please?
Yeah.
So there's something really important that I want to explain. I'm way better naturally. I mean, like maybe not now, but I used to be way better going left than I was right. Okay. I'm not that good going right. I mean, like I am now actually because I've practiced it a lot. But so practice. So like I like to define the difference for me at least. Since I'm way better going left, I mostly practice only going right because I'm just way better going left. And so really like identify what direction your weakness is and then specifically practice that direction. And then you can yeah, just specifically practice that direction. So but like if you're let's say you're equally as good going both directions, then you can practice just randomly. So basically the goal with this drill is we're just going from target to target and I'm just trying to shoot a shot. So let me explain the reason why we're not using single fire guns for this is because the strafe speed of the Volt is way higher. And so this is sort of a submachine gun specific drill to get better with submachine guns specifically. So yeah. And then of course, like we can throw in some recoil control as well. Recoil control is super valuable on the Volt. Very, very important to learn the recoil of the Volt. The Volt is just like on controller. It's just such a good gun. So I definitely recommend getting good with it. But like for recoil control, every other drill, I'd recommend having an iron sight for every other drill aside from the drill that I just showed you. So anyway, that's that drill. That's how you get really good at snapping onto targets is just by working on that drill right there. I've only practiced that drill for about like 5 hours probably. I'm not like super good at it. But within those 5 hours, I've seen massive, massive improvements with my submachine gun play. Just my overall snappiness when using a submachine gun has improved so much. So, yeah. All right. Next is going to be an actual spray transfer drill. So just watch my screen again for this one, please. So for actual spray transfers, we can practice with different sites. But see, that's how I practice my actual spray transfers. It's just by like, I prefer to practice this with a 2x, but you can practice it with like every site. So definitely switch up your sites. Practice with different sites. This is super awkward with a 3x. But like I would say overall, the 2x is super valuable. So those spray transfers that I was showing you, that's how I got good at this. This is a super underrated drill. This is inspired by Timmy, by the way. I don't think Timmy does this, but like watching Timmy made me want to like make this drill. So basically the goal here is, doesn't really matter how much you're hitting the targets for. The main goal is that you're locking on. So lock onto each one of the targets and then hit them for as much as you can. So yeah. That's just like sort of snapping from target to target with whatever site you want. Like you can also do it with a 1x, but yeah, just whatever site you want. Now Hipfire Transfers. Let me quickly go over Hipfire Transfers. I'm gonna do it with an iron sight. I'm gonna do one with an iron sight and one with a 3x, just so you can see that it's valuable to learn how to do this one with different sites. It's very valuable. You need to if you're going to be doing this in game, you need to be doing this with different sites. So this is a hipfire transfer. It's where I start off ADSing and then I transfer into a hipfire. Let me take my stupid sight off. All right, so it's where I start off ADSing. Why is my sight back on? It's where I start off ADSing and then I transfer into a hipfire like this, right? So start off ADSing and then boom, hipfire. The reason for this is so that we combine the accuracy of the ADS with the strafe speed of the hipfire. So accuracy of ADS with strafe speed of the hipfire, and overall it's going to make your assault rifles way more versatile because now you can hipfire transfer. Now you can strafe nice and quickly from like different ranges. So yeah, start off ADSing, boom, hipfire like that. Any questions on that?
No.
All right, cool. Well, that's a hipfire transfer. Super important to like if you're going to be using assault rifles, it's so important to be able to hipfire transfer. Very important. And then yeah, of course, like overall in my opinion, like just recoil control is most important overall in my opinion. But it's really up to you. Like, and then what's most important, what's like actually most important is identifying a weakness and working on that weakness. That's like what's actually most important. You got to be identifying whatever your weaknesses are and then working on those. All right, cool. Any more questions on anything?
Not really.
Awesome. Is there like anything that you want? There's like nothing else that you wanted to talk about, or you're good for today?
Bangalore result.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So you see how?
Because
Yeah. What? Explain.
it seems pretty useless, you know.
Yeah.
It never gets anyone.
Yeah, exactly. So let's switch up your mindset. I want you to use it more as a pace control. Okay, so when the pace gets out of hand, that's when you want to use your alt. Okay, when your pace gets out of hand. Also, it's kind of cool. We have the same skin, but it's a different color. So when the pace gets out of hand, that's when you want to use it, right? So does that make sense? So when you remember that Bangalore alt clip that I showed you where I threw it at the other team,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I killed one on the one team. We pushed the team that we were pushing, and then I threw it at the other team as a pace control. Okay? They would have third-partied 10 seconds faster if I hadn't thrown it at them. You see? You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So throwing it at third parties is super valuable because they have no way to push. Like that team had no way to advance because I had a Bangalore alt down. So the first thing that you need to know about Bangalore is watch how much space alt covers. Just look at my alt, watch how much space it covers. See, I threw it right here. Just observe how much space it covers. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
a lot of space, obviously. Now, a lot of people think Gibby's ult is just so much better. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but watch now watch Gibby's ult. Watch how little space this covers. Watch right here, please. Watch how little space it covers. So Gibby's ult hits a lot harder and a lot faster, but it doesn't cover as much space. So it's not as good defensively. So Gibby's ult you have to be a lot more precise with, right? And you need to time it very well because it just doesn't cover very much space. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So Bangalore's ult, abuse the fact that it covers so much space, okay? So if one of your teammates gets knocked in an open field, if you throw your ult at your teammate, your other teammate can easily revive because there's no way the other team can push, right? So use it whenever pace gets out of hand. That's when you want to use your ult. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Now, other ult tips are like throw it at your feet. Understand it goes in a straight line. I'm sure that's pretty obvious to you, but throw it at your feet if you've got a team pushing you, right? So like anytime pace gets out of hand, that's when I use my bang ult. And then last Bangalore tip is going to be this. So watch this. Get ready to follow me, okay? So this is like sort of a shiv tip, okay? So just follow me. All right, so if we throw it in front of us like that, and then we run this way. So let's say we're running, like we really need to escape for some reason. We can escape the Bangalore ult. See, now turn around. If it connects, so whoever it hits, we want to make sure we're shooting whoever it hits. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to be stunned, right? So basically someone's probably going to chase us and then it's going to hit them and then we can kill them for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I only do that like 1 in every 10 games, but that's a super valuable tip. So definitely look to abuse that. Can you come back up here, please? I've got one more thing. Oh, is actually just stand down here and get hit by it on purpose, please. I want you to understand the biggest thing about Bangalore's ult is not only the damage that it does, but watch how long you get stunned for when you get hit by it. Try to move and just observe how long you get stunned for. You see that?
Yeah.
So, and it does the same exact thing to your teammates. So usually, like, when you throw your Bangalore ult, usually understand it's going to work against your team just as much as it works for them. So, like, you got to throw it defensively usually because throwing it offensively just doesn't work because, I'm sure you understand why, right? Because it just doesn't work offensively.
Yeah.
One last offensive tip. Can you come right here, please? I just want to give you one more offensive tip.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so let's say there's a guy here, okay? So we're fighting a team. There's a guy here, okay? A bloodhound here. He's a bloodhound, okay? And then there's a horizon right here and a wraith right here behind the cover, okay? I'm going to throw my ult. If I want to attack this offensively, I can throw my ult. Pay attention to where I place it. Right here like this. Now follow me. Okay, I'm going to place it here like this. Now I'm going to swing right like this and take a nice wide angle, okay? Now I can so if I tell my teammates to come with me, or whether I do or don't tell my teammates to come with me, I can 1v1 this guy, or I can 2v1 him if my teammates are with me, okay? And his teammates can't do anything to help because they would have to run through a Bangalore ult to help. And so he either has to 1v1 me, or he has to run through my Bangalore ult to escape. You see what I mean? So you want to place it in a way that you can still advance. You see how I was still able to advance on a right angle? I was still able to easily advance. But I threw it in a way that I was like able to advance, and I think you get the point, right?
Yeah.
And get a nice wide angle. Get a nice advantageous angle. So yeah. Any more Bangalore questions?
No, not really.
Cool. All right, cool. Well, I guess that's all I've got for today.
That's
Definitely
fine.
one more thing. Definitely get good at shooting in her smoke. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So definitely get good at like abusing her smoke like this. So see how I'm shooting my smoke, playing on the edge of smoke, and still shooting. It's super important because we don't have aim assist right now. So as a Bangalore, you need to get good at playing without aim assist. As a console Bangalore, you need to get good at playing without aim assist. So like go like this. Just keep watching my screen, please. So we're gonna grab I'm gonna grab a car. Grab a digi threat and get good at shooting through your smoke. Okay, grab a nice mag and a digi threat like this, and then get good at shooting through your smoke. If you get good at this, so right now I've got no aim assist, Right now I've got no aim assist. This is way easier without ALCs, by the way. ALCs are not good for shooting through smoke. So right now I have no aim assist on my controller. And so as you can see, like I've practiced this a decent amount, and so I'm like kind of good at it. But it's very, very important because if you have a digi threat, it's very important that you're good at shooting through your smoke, especially as a console player, because other console players suck without aim assist. So if you can get good without aim assist, that's a really
Yeah.
good way that you can separate yourself skill-wise, is just getting good without aim assist as a Bangalore. Because, oh, do you know, by the way, that you don't get aim assist through smoke? Do you know about that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so you got no aim assist through smoke. That's like pretty much the most important thing to understand as a Bangalore, is the fact that you don't get aim assist through your smoke. Very important to understand that. And so as a console player, you can use that against other console players. So let me show you one more strategy. Let's say I don't have a digi threat. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so let's say I don't have a digi threat. Let me switch characters so I get my smoke back. All right, let's say I do not have a digital threat. I can put my smoke here like this, smoke forward, and I can still peek my smoke like this. See, right now that guy's got no aim assist on me. First of all, he can't see me. See how I'm playing the edge of my smoke? So watch, see, so yeah. I put my smoke, I play the edge of my smoke. And so long as that's not a bloodhound, he can't see me. He's got no aim assist on me right now. So for playing console, this is very strong because, see, no aim assist. Absolutely no aim assist. And so if you practice without aim assist, I guarantee you whoever you're playing against doesn't practice without aim assist. See, right now, I've got no aim assist. They've got no aim assist. I'm just trying. So anyway, does that make sense?
Yeah.
But be careful. Be careful, because if it's a seer or a bloodhound, you're going to get fried. So be very careful if it's a seer or a bloodhound, please. You've got to be smart with that. Any questions on that?
No.
Cool, cool. Let me give you 3 ways you can use this now. Let me give you smoke placement tips. Because you got to be placing your smoke in a way that doesn't hinder your teammates. So can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's 3 ways to place your smoke. To offensively place your smoke. This is an offensive smoke placement. Okay, so first way is going to be like this. So I'm going to place my smoke out here like this if I want it to be offensive. If I'm challenging this dummy, right? So I've got a dummy there.
Yeah.
Now I can swing into my smoke and I can play my smoke like that. Right? See? So that's the first way.
Okay.
Let me just show you just one more time. So let's say I'm in a hallway like this. Okay, so there's a guy right here. Okay, I'm going to place my smoke here like this. Now it's going to shoot out and I'm going to go play it. Like that. See, so I'm going to swing out like this, play my smoke. So that's the first way to place it. It's sort of like a horizontal placement. Next way is going to be, this one's the most obvious. It's just when you shoot it in front of you like that. That one's very obvious, right? And then you go play it like that. Next way, I'm going to get my smoke back. The very last way, this one's a little less obvious. This is the way that Shuby places it sometimes. Is let's say I'm backing up and I want to do damage as I back up. I can smoke forward like that, play my smoke, challenge, reload in the smoke, and then challenge again. So let me just show you one more time. So if I'm running from this guy, I can smoke in front of me, turn, shoot in the smoke, reload in the smoke, and then re-challenge from inside the smoke. Like that, kind of. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Any questions on that?
No.
Awesome. All right, cool. Well, just feel free to shoot me a message if you have any more questions.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Have a good night.
You too.